So, thank you for the introduction. I'm very happy to be here. This is my first time in Russia, and I've had a very welcome time here, so thank you for having me. So I'm Rebecca Klaas-Peter from EuroIX. That's the European Internet Exchange Association. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about EuroIX and IXF, which is the Internet Exchange Federation, and the database that we are currently developing. Is this working? Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. So currently, the association has 81 members, and basically what we do is to get together and share a number of resources, experiences, challenges. We have 57 IXPs in the EuroIX region, in 49 countries, operating over 100 peering lands. The rest of our membership are outside of Europe. We have some members in Asia, America, Latin America, and Africa. Our newer IXPs are Saudi Arabia, SAIX, and CRIX, which is Costa Rica IX. So we don't traditionally have what you know as sponsorship, but we do have a category that we call patrons. We currently have 10 patrons, as you can see on the board, and we are very grateful to their sponsorship, basically, which helps the association to keep running. So what does EuroIX do? We have 2 forums per year. The last forum was in Galway with 110 members who attended and a number of guests. The next one will be in Venice, and it will be hosted by 3 Italian IXPs, NAMEX, TOPIX, and V6. We have a website and also a database, which I will talk about later on. We have a fellowship program, and this fellowship program is for IXPs who wish to attend our forums, but are unable to do so or need some type of help in order to attend the forums. So this fellowship is towards them. Then we have a Mentor IX program, and the Mentor IX program is for IXPs in need. You may be a new IX who need some guidance, you might need some marketing advice or best practice advice, and we have the mentorship program to help for that. We have a number of mailing lists for members and non-members, including route server mailing lists. We have a number of reports that are produced every year. Benchmarking, which is for the members to see and compare to each other how the growth is happening within their regions. And there's a lot of metrics that we look towards, including traffic, for example. We have a traffic report, we have hardware reports, and route server reports. We also have a newsletter, which it comes out every month. And this is shared with the community. If you would like to receive the newsletter, the link is there, is on our website, and you're able to subscribe. We also have a route server large BGP communities list, and again, it's on our website. You're able to subscribe to that. We're also present on a number of social media outlets, including Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, and you will find us with those credentials. So moving on, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Internet Exchange Point database, which is an IXF project. So just to give you a little bit of background into this, IXF is an organization for coordinating the efforts of Internet Exchange Point associations. Currently, there are 4 Internet Exchange Point associations, which is AFIX, which is Africa, APIX, which is Asia, EuroIX, which is Europe, and LACIX, which is Latin America and the Caribbean. And collectively, these IXPAs represent over 145 IXPs over 6 continents. So the IXF board is governed by a number of people who help to organize the IXPAs. So we have Nishal, who is actually here today. So we thank him for that. We also have Kyle Spencer, Katsuyatsu of JPNAP, Gavin Tweedy of Megaport, Andy Davidson, and the rest. So just to give a little bit of history about, the Federation and the objectives. So EURIX was formed in 2001. And as I said, it's primarily to share some challenges, best practices, and to communicate together. The IXP community saw the need for it. So it's primarily in Europe. However, we opened this up, and the first IXPs to attend were JPIX and LACIX. And they also saw the value in this community, so they joined the Federation in 2012. AFIX was formed in 2013, and they also joined the Federation in 2014. And the primary objectives is increasing, to address the increasing policy and regulatory issues around the world. There's been a lot of interest from different kind of factions into internet exchange points, and there hasn't been a global voice for this. So the Federation hopes to fill, or does fill, this void. It's hoping to facilitate interactions between IXPs, and to address shared challenges and goals. And again, this is done by holding 2 forums or conferences per year within the IXPAs. Apricot had theirs earlier this year. EURIX had one in Galway, and LACIX also had theirs. AFIX will have theirs at the African Peering Forum, and this will be done in the way of workshop. So altogether, you provide a central resource for IXP-related research and other best practices. So you're probably thinking, what's the need for a completely new, peering database or IXP database? In actual fact, the IXPDB is not new. It was formerly called the EuroIX database, and it's been in existence since the creation of EURIX in 2001. But with the formation of the IXF, it didn't make sense to have regional databases. So for LACIX to have their own database, or for AFIX to have their own database. So we decided that this would be the central database which hold global data. So there are a number of different, or disparate resources and websites that you can go to for this data. However, none of them actually allow the IXPs control over that data. PeeringDB is a key resource for the peering community. However, they also don't allow the IXPs to input their data. And that's what the IXPDB addresses primarily, is to have automation directly from the IXP to the IXP database with no manual input. So the IXF's committed to build the IXPDB, and in 2014, there was a hackathon in Sheffield in conjunction with PeeringDB, because we realized that there is that need to work together, and there will always be that need to work together. So the initial development was contracted to 20C, which also builds PeeringDB. However, now it's with NCC. So just a little bit of background on the IXPDB as well, carrying on. It's a single repository for IXP data. So it's data that's held on the IXPs and the IXP members or participants. And it holds also information on vendors, and this is done in the way of switch information and route server information as well. It provides authoritative data published directly from the IXP's own databases by JSON API. And there are, various databases that could be used to verify and validate against the IXPDB. And something that we would like to do is to send notification between these databases where discrepancies are seen. Other databases could also be used by the IXPDB as a subset. So what do we mean by that? It means that if, say, for example, a data center doesn't have an IXP, it's unable to be found within the IXPDB, but it will be found, that data center would be found in other databases. And the IXPDB is complementary to other databases and has scope to further improve the data quality and benefit of the community, which is you guys. So how does this all work? As I said before, it's done by a JSON schema export, which is the agreed and standardized schema which allows IXPs to make their member list available on the website. And you have the GitHub link there. The IXF export allows the individuals, IXP, to be the main source of data about their IXP, about their members, and they own this, which is the key. It's automated and they own that data. The IXPs publish this data publicly if you want to, so they have a choice, so you can do this privately. And what this means is if you decide to publish just within the IXPs, you can do that, and the information is then aggregated so that that information about that IXP doesn't go anywhere else apart from the IXPs and members. And this can be done by other systems like IXP Manager and also Asteroid, who also have their own API into the database. It publishes via a single API, and we are currently holding workshops to support this integration. Currently, there's 57 IXPs that publish via IXP Manager and 53 by their own IXP export. So by the end of June, we're hoping to have 110 exports working. So where are we with this? Right now, the database and the API is live. We are looking to integrate with other databases. And as I said previously, you can decide which level exposure you want, so you can publish privately or publicly. The IXPAs can approve and create new IXPs, and this can be done by regional admins, so they can also have control. The last updated field allows users to see when IXPs last updated their data. We are currently working on compare IXP function. Previously, that was in the EURIX database as the matrix, but the list was so long that now we're working on making this shorter, so you're able to pick which IXPs you want to compare data with. We have a Geolocation Maps, which is now available on the website. We have aggregated vendor data about the IXPs and their members, and currently it's on the website as a pie chart, so it gives information about the vendors and which IXPs are using them, and which vendors they are using. And we have aggregated traffic data coming soon, which will show the information about the traffic about the IXPs and the members that they have. So you can find all this information on the website, IXPDB.net. It is a work in progress, and I do have to stress that. So we would advise you to please look at the website. If you have any feedback, anything you see that could be improved, or any way you want to see that data, please do get back to us, and we'll do our best to integrate that. We have a mailing list for the users. Information is there. The API is available. And if you do like the work that we're doing, please do fund us or get in contact with Secretariat. This is a short video about EURIX, from EURIX about IXPs, and it's available in a number of languages. If you would like it translated in your language that you don't see, please do get in contact, and we'll be happy to facilitate that. And that's it. Thank you very much. Are there any questions?
Есть вопросы у нас?
Any questions?
Okay, no questions. Okay.
And do you have some statistic about aggregated traffic of connected participants across Euro AX?
Do I have, repeat the question?
Do you have some statistic about aggregated traffic of connected participants across Euro AX?
So that is something that we are currently working on. It's one of the functions that we are working to come. So please look out for that.
Okay, thank you.
Еще вопросы?
More questions. Спасибо. Thank you. Thank you.